Well, I haven't really had a chance to get on camera lately, so I thought I would just kind of check in, let you know what's going on. I got a new backpack. My Osprey Atmos came highly recommended, and for certain purposes I would also highly recommend it. It's very durable, it's a comfortable pack. The anti-gravity system does in fact keep you pretty cool. The problem is that the fixed waist belt only tightens down so far, and here on the trail your body changes. So I've lost somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 pounds, and the pack no longer would stay on my waist. And that's the general idea of backpacking, is you want all the weight on your waist, not on your shoulders, because if it's on your shoulders you're carrying it twice. Your shoulders carry it, then your hips carry it. So you just want to cut to the chase and have your have your shoulders rest and have your hips carry all the weight. So I had to mail the Osprey home, and I bought this Kelty pack. It's has a lot less of the bells and whistles. It's not a fancy pack. It's very simple, and it's significantly smaller than the other pack was. So it's making me make space and weight decisions that I didn't have to do because of the size of the Atmos. I could just shove everything in there. So had to kind of look at a couple items of gear that I've been carrying for 1,200 miles now and say, well, you know, I really haven't got that much use out of you, so home you go. And I'm gonna have to make some more of those decisions, or I'm gonna have to carry less food. And the carrying less food is not desirable. So I'm gonna have to continue to look at what I'm carrying and how and where I'm carrying it, and is there a better way. Part of the problem is my sleeping bag is gigantic. And you know, when I was leaving in early March, having that 15-degree bag was crucial, and there have been a number of nights that having that 15-degree bag was fantastic. At no point, you know, it was definitely a great bag to have. I've never been cold, except for the night that I got the hypothermia, and I was already, you know, that wasn't the bag's fault. That was me making bad choices. So so I got a new pack. I'm gonna be trying that out and working with that due to the body changes. The other thing that, you know, happens here on the trail is your legs get really strong and toned and develop a lot of white muscle, and you know, that mass comes from somewhere. So if you're losing weight overall and you're gaining in your legs, then that means your upper body. So we laugh about having these little T-Rex arms that don't really do much of anything. You use them occasionally for your trekking poles, and that's about it. So we laugh about having the T-Rex arms, and definitely you can see in my ribs, and definitely my waist obviously has lost, you know, several inches. I can see in other people when I, you know, like Highlander, when I met him not too long ago, I had seen his early videos when he first hit the trail, and then when I met him you could see how thin he was in the face. He, by the way, is having basically the same problem. He's also lost about 30 pounds and is having pack problems. So something that wasn't really discussed in a lot of pack videos that I saw, but definitely something to, you know, keep in mind and be concerned about. Is your pack going to be able to keep up with you over the course of the trail? So enough of that. Stayed in Port Clinton, nice little Pennsylvania town, and the local church allows you to camp out in their yard, so I did that. A lot of times there's some access to definitely some version of running water and potentially even electricity. In this case there wasn't, but you know, I do thank them for the access, you know, the free accommodations there. You know, other options, hostels will charge you, you know, $5 or more to camp out at a hostel. Well, there wasn't even a hostel, so not only was it free, but you know, it was what there was. So made good use of it, enjoyed it. Got out this morning, you know, got a little bit of fast food in me to keep my calorie count, fat count up, and then did some Walmart grocery shopping and headed over to Cabela's and picked up the pack. The other item of gear that I picked up, basically my cell phone has to be recharged every day because it won't hold a battery charge inside of its battery. So I had a backup battery, you know, but that would only last, you know, basically one day, and that wasn't getting me anywhere. You know, and on a couple occasions I had to go into town basically just to recharge. So I talked to a couple people lately and they said they were having really good luck with these solar chargers, even being on the green tunnel. So I'm gonna give that a wing. Got a solar charger, and what that'll allow me to do is, you know, basically charge my phone every day. So even though it won't hold a charge for more than a day or two, if I am able to recharge it basically every day, then, you know, that'll make it functional. And want to stay in touch with the family. You know, a lot of things going on. They're traveling right now, and just want to make sure that I'm able to stay in touch with them. And that was a big concern of mine. So I think that'll alleviate that and help that out. So that's what's going on the trail. Still here in, you know, kind of central eastern Pennsylvania. Pretty rocky, you know. Everything's pretty tough. This is probably one of the nicer stretches of the trail I've been on. You know, I'm able to talk to the camera without watching every step or jumping from rock to rock across the Devil's Highway. Or the Devil's Racetrack. You know, but enjoying things. The weather's been great lately. No complaints there. Very mild temperatures. Highs potentially maybe gets close to 80, but you know, like high 70s. Night times getting down, very comfortable sleeping, and you know, daytime's not getting boiling hot. I think we're gonna get some rain for the next couple days, and that's kind of okay. I'm good with that. That helps keep it cool, and especially here in Pennsylvania, a lot of the water sources are very rain dependent. If you don't get rain, the water sources start to dry up. So very important that we get a little bit of rain. We'll take it. Hopefully it mostly occurs at night, but that's not what the weatherman says. He says more like daytime showers. So whatever, we'll work our way through it, and you know, that's all part of the deal. You know, when I saw Chatterbox's videos, he said that he experienced over 80 rain days in the course of his hike. So well over a third of the days, going on half the days that he was out, were rain days. He had a 7-month hike. But, you know, so just to give you some idea of how much it does rain out here. And he only counted those rain days that, you know, where he actually put a raincoat on. So probably a lot more days than that where it was just light sprinkles and he never bothered with the coat. So part of the deal, you know. We've had some sweltering hot days. We've had some rain days. May was just, the whole month of May was wet. And fortunately over the last week we've had some very mild, nice days. Perfect hiking weather, and thankful for that. And you know, able to make some miles down the trail. So that's what's going on. Thought I would touch base. Love you all, and I will talk to you later. Puck out.